All right, y'all, we're going to diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So, BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. So, this means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere in our ad. So, instead, they're just, this is basically the non scroller buyers. It also means fewer than 6, our ad is entering fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains, because we know that happens when they click somewhere on our ad. And it means fewer than 6 out of every 100 women see our ad have a non-zero chance to buy from us, which only happens if our ad has entered their brain. So under 6%, 6% is the minimum. For under 6%, we got a problem. Every Boudoir Facebook ad can be above 6% unique CTR all. Now, even though it's common, unique CTR all under 6% is not normal. Everyone's accepting it as common, that everyone's accepting it as normal, but it's not normal. I'll show you the numbers behind it. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. Talk about those at the end of the video. And we also know that Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low click advertiser, a BLCA. So our universe is taking shape here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we invented Boudoir Pico. That's why we know how to do it. Simply duplicate your current ad. We leave the original, and we treat the duplicated ad, run them in parallel. Treatment takes about a week, and then we keep whichever one running has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated ad. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our universe. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And we treat it with Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. We achieve pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now, my residency went through, tested, found some Boudoir Facebook ads, brought them back to the hospital, tested them. First one, found unique CTR was 4.3%. So, unique CTR under 6% means BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So, easy enough. We treated it with Boudoir Pico, it takes about a week. Got the unique CTR up to 6.88%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 37% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on that original ad, now they only need to spend $6,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get into the same number of women's brains. And so that means they can pocket the $3,700 a month as kind of a hidden or a phantom bonus. No extra work required. That's like a 40K bonus at the end of the year for doing nothing, for simply being more efficient. Second part of my residency, tested the second one, found another one, tested the second one. Found out unique CTR was 1.39%. So, unique CTR under 6%. BLCS is present. Boudoir low click syndrome. So the unique CTR after treatment with Boudoir Pico, we got the unique CTR up to 9.13% after about 1 week of treatment. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of ad spend. And as a result, we're actually able to, if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, they now only need to spend 1.6 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get into the same number of women's brains. Now, as a result, they can pocket that $8,400 a month, no longer have to spend it. It's kind of like a phantom bonus, $8,400 every single month, staying in their pockets. That's like 100 grand over the next 12 months for no extra effort. Finally, had a patient, says unique CTR is 5.03%, so we know that BLCS is present. And then, so unique CTR all under 6%, BLCS is present, boudoir low click syndrome. And we actually, then we treated it with boudoir pico, takes about a week, got the unique CTR all up to 15.35%. So we found out his original boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. So the average, well, this means if he was spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, he now only has to spend 3,300 bucks a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get into the same number of women's brains. So now he can pocket that 6,700 bucks a month as a phantom bonus, phantom profit. That's like 80K at the end of 12 months for literally no extra effort, simply being more efficient. So the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is wasting about 50% of its ad spend every single day, every single month. I mean, look at these numbers here. Wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. I mean, you can clearly see we're going to, average those numbers out. It's probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. So they're spending 10 grand a month on average, 5K a month's being wasted that we can eliminate, keep it back in their pockets. And that's like, 60K over the next 12 months. Now we're going to diagnose this if we believe its unique CTRL is under 6%, aka see if it has boudoir low click syndrome. So we got the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we actually believe that what Facebook tells us to fill out for our Boudoir Facebook ads is what we should fill out, and that's best for us. In fact, it's not as best for Facebook because when we fill this out, all these things out, what causes more and more women to scroll by our ad, which means instead of clicking in, they're scrolling by, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome, and and actually for Facebook, more women that scroll by our ads per unit time, Facebook can serve more ads per unit time, so it makes Facebook more money. So it's a really, really big mistake. Creative, no mistake here. Finally, we're gonna look at the see more headline. First 2 and 3/4 lines, Facebook mobile news feed. All right, so the only words we get, it's time to go. Everyday routine. Okay, yeah, it's okay. We've got a few different points of context here. But we're missing some other major ones. So the false belief that caused us to make this the lack of context mistake is we believe we got enough of the right context that the right women clicking through and and actually optimize the amount of women clicking into our ad, clicking somewhere on our ad, the right women. So the consequence of this is way, way, way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, resulting in or pulling unique CTRL under 6% and contributing to BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome. So after looking at everything, do I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has boudoir low click syndrome, unique CTRL under 6%? Yes, I do believe that. But we got a solution now. We got Boudoir Pico. The 3 out of 10 minimum, 3 out of 10 page 1 slots on Google search minimum, because basically everyone else can have 1 slot. If we got 3, we're dominating them. And the ultra rare trench, someone has 2 slots on page 1. Well, we're gonna have 3. We're still dominating them. So 3 out of 10, and that 3 out of 10 minimum is really the best for all scenarios. Obviously, it's the best to get even higher, but 3 out of 10 is kind of the minimum where we want to get to. And a boudoir photographer with BSV is a visible boudoir photographer, a VBP. This is our micro universe here. A disappearing boudoir photographer with boudoir search sameness is caused by the dual horns of market saturation and the false belief of page 1 equality. People thought they simply had to accept having 0 and 1 slots page 1 on Google. 100% incorrect. We now know that. We developed a solution, S-cubed methodology. We achieve page 1 visibility. We become visible boudoir photographers with boudoir search visibility. All right, my results now utilizing SQ methodology for myself. I wanted to take over page one of Google for this